Hey y'all, welcome back to the Big Bear Nation. We've missed you. My name is Robyn and I'm here, the Big Bear Homestead. And today I just kind of wanted to walk you through part of our garden, because if I walked you through the entire thing, we'd be here for like an hour. So today I just wanted to go over the big bulk of my kitchen garden here in the front and kind of give you an idea of what we've been doing and what we're planning on doing. So right now it is October. We're actually right in the middle of a storm. I've got a couple of minutes, so I can't make this long, so bonus for you. So we're transitioning from summer into the fall and winter garden, and our big conundrum's been that all of our summer stuff is still kind of producing. So I have tomatoes and basil that are still thriving. I have lemongrass and peppers and beans that are still, doing so well. So I have to kind of think, okay, these beds, I only have limited space up here. So I have to decide what to yank, what to replant, what to be patient with. So I decided to take out all of the tomatillos. They were a bust this year. They were beautiful, beautiful plants, but then the tomatillos wouldn't get very big and then they would just fall off and die. The ground cherries did really well, but I think the tomatillos needed way more water than they were getting this year. So in that bed, I haven't replanted it yet, but I think we're probably going to put some turnips and some root vegetables there. And the trellises, the only thing that we really have that can grow during the fall into the winter that needs trellises is peas. So we've been planting those on all of the different trellises. One new thing that we have this year at our feed and seed, they had celery plants. So of course I went crazy with celery plants. So I think we have probably about 50 plants. And they're really cool looking. They've done really well. As long as we keep them watered, they've done really well. We've also put in a ton of Brussels sprouts, and I bought those as sets. We didn't get seedlings started in time. Our local feed and seed has been great about supplying us with plants to be able to get this stuff done. Here's my green beans. They are doing amazing still. To the point where we've had a couple go to seed, which is fine because we need to save those for the next year. These are Thai soldier beans, the long beans. They don't have a lot of flavor when they're raw, but when you go ahead and process them and do them like you would do green beans, they taste like green beans. So they're pretty good. They're very prolific. We love them. We got these from Baker Creek, and it's middle of October and they're still sending off, beans and also the blossoms. So that's pretty cool. This craziness behind me, this is just two lemongrass plants. I'm getting ready I'm gonna cut these down and then dry them out, and we're going to keep those for tea during the winter time. On the other side of the bed, there's some spearmint. Most of it's going to seed, but we got some free plants from the feed and seed, and I think one of those was spearmint, so we're going to replant it, but also allow this one to stay in this bed. We're probably going to take up the lemongrass though. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet. But here's tomato plant. This is the one with the little, I think this is like the roselles, or they're called some kind of, it's a small cherry tomato. But we also have some that look like they've got a variation in them, like a color variation. So I'm not sure, because me, I don't label anything. But they taste really good. That's been my snack all summer. This thing, crazy. This pepper plant did nothing all year. And then all of a sudden, it started shooting up. And it has, it looks like, I keep telling the girls, it's like my Christmas tree. And it's just got nothing but pepper ornaments on it. They're everywhere. These are poblanos. They're doing really well. I also have another plant over here that we're calling the mystery pepper plant. Really not sure what it is, but we know that it's super hot. One last thing that I have, we got one of these like tiered planters for, you know, just random stuff to grow. And during the fall into the winter, there are several herbs that do better in the cooler weather, especially in Georgia, because in the summertime they'll just bolt or they'll turn bitter. So I've taken this planter that I got from Aldi and we just filled it all up, and I just scattered seed all over it. I can tell it looks like oregano or something like that is coming up. And again, didn't label anything because my theory is by the time you're ready to use it, I made sure that I planted things that are completely like distinguishable by the leaves and obviously the smell. So eventually I'm gonna know what it is. So there's no point in really worrying about what it is while it's growing. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. I have a couple of beds that we've gone ahead and put seed down. So like we have some Swiss chard, but the other Swiss chard is starting to pop up from seed. I also have this bed over here. We've got green beans still growing, but I've also planted peas because we're going to be pulling these green beans up soon. And we've sprinkled carrots all throughout this bed. So probably within the next week, we'll see carrots popping up. So as you can see, like this place it's still producing food. We're excited to see what's going to happen with the rest of the fall into the winter of 2020. I encourage all of you to get out there, get your hands dirty, and start growing some things. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.